Climate change affects us all, but around the world will disproportionately impact the lives of people of colour. Yet climate protests in the UK are seen as not racially diverse enough. Extinction Rebellion has forced the climate debate, with high-profile civil disobedience resulting in huge numbers of arrests. But the risk of charges and fines has deterred some lower-income protesters and people of colour.
So we're just going to go sit in the van.
Lucy Craig, now aged 73, was arrested in one of the first major XR demonstrations and says she was unafraid of the repercussions.
It was really no skin off my back being arrested. But if you were a young black male or female, I don't think it would be nearly as easy.
You think that being a kind of middle-class, well-off white woman helped you within the protests?
Absolutely. Everything is fueled by white privilege.
Including activism?
Yeah, for sure.
However well-meaning, Rosemary Mallett says tackling climate change can't just be driven by white activists. The Archdeacon of Croydon has established herself as a leading figure on climate change within the Church of England, trying to give a voice to those who feel less empowered to bring about change.
Many black people understand that if they are arrested, it's going to have a tremendous impact on their lives, on perhaps their employment, on so many other ways in which they and their family live their lives.
And she questions whether the climate movement is at a crossroads.
I think there is a need for an evolution away from the kind of sharp, shocking protest. I think we've done it. And I think with any group, it needs to evolve and think about its tactics in how it wants to change the debate.
This group of climate activists who formed the air pollution group Choked Up snapped themselves talking on Zoom. They didn't want the death of Ella Kesey-Deborah, who died from air pollution in 2013, to be in vain. Ella lived by the busy South Circular Road in South London. Her friend Anjali Raman Middleton says all environmental activism in the UK is seen as a very white activity.
It is more difficult to be a climate activist if you are a person of colour. And I think a lot of this is about the way that environmental issues are framed by the movement. And they're often framed through a very white middle class perspective.
Lockdown has brought about an enforced shutdown of some forms of climate activism, an opportunity to regroup or perhaps reboot the movement. Lisa Holland, Sky News.